guys.
Hey guys.
We are back, and this is going to be all about the primer.
That's right, all about the primer.
We're going to tell you how. We're going to start it by telling you how it started. So Kevin, of course, started the journey first, and I lagged a little bit behind.
Yeah, it's a funny way how it started. It really just started because I was drinking coffee in the mornings. After I fasted, I was starting to have a little bit of stomach issues, making me nauseous when I would drink water. Could no longer drink coffee for an extended period of time. So found out that cold water was making me nauseous. So I started out with warm water.
So I came in one morning and his coffee cup was warm and it had water in it, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm drinking warm water." Now, me back then in my negative self was like, "Well, my God, why are you drinking hot water? That's dumb. Why don't you put something in it? Like put some lemon or something in it." And so he did.
Yep.
Then one morning he had a sore throat, so he added some cayenne pepper. So it started from there, and then he started figuring out different things that help different things, and Kevin just come up with a primer.
Yeah, it just
Thank
kind
God.
of just
God
yes,
given.
absolutely. Just it really helped me. I had a lot of stomach issues when I first started fasting, so it really helped me with a lot of the stomach issues I had. I noticed after I fasted and I would have a primer or two in the mornings, I noticed after a couple of weeks all the issues I was having with the heartburn and with the just constant pain right here, pressure that I was having was gone. It was pretty awesome. So
of course, I did not drink this because, I'm one of those, I'm not going to drink it unless I have to, or if I'm made to. So I had a sore throat one morning, and he's like, "Here, just try the primer and try a drink," or it wasn't primer back then, we called it apple cider vinegar drink, because he also put apple cider vinegar in it then too, and I was like, "I don't know about that." So if you see us in our hot tub pictures, our previous where we were bigger and we were drinking, that's where our primer started. So we would drink it in the mornings. It would take care of my sore throat immediately. And so that's when I started drinking it. At first, I was kind of like, because that's another question. How does it taste? Well, some people like it, some people don't. But once you drink it for a week, you're like, "Oh my gosh, I've got to have my primer because it makes me feel so good."
yeah, a lot of times you don't realize with the fasting, your taste will change. Things change. So also too, the great thing about it, if you are making it yourself, you can adjust the ingredients. However, if you're not a big apple cider vinegar person, or if you get heartburn a lot from apple cider vinegar, you don't have to put as much apple cider vinegar, or you can take out simply anything that doesn't bother. Maybe too much cayenne pepper.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, just it literally comes down to, and we're about to talk about that. Does it make or break my fast? Do I have to have this in order to have results fasting? No, you don't. Is it a optimal thing to do? Absolutely, it's optimal for health. There's so many things that burn fat and thermogenics. There's people who go pay $50 for a thing of thermogenics at GNC or any other place, and they end up wrecking your thyroid and all kinds of other stuff. Here's a great natural way to do that. So
thermogenic, here you go, natural. And it also builds your immune system. It keeps you from getting sick, especially if you're around a bunch of people all the time, or you're touching money all the time, to help keep your immune system up. So keep in mind, when we're telling you everything we put in it, this is what we put in it. When we make it and you get it from us, this is what we put in it, which if you'll stay tuned to the end, we're going to tell you a few new things that you can add to it if you like. But as we go through, we're going to tell you why we put it in there. So if you want to put it in there, you can. If you want to leave it out, leave that ingredient out if it's something that bothers you. And of course, if there's ever a point in time where your stomach's burning or your teeth are hurting, the lemon or the apple cider vinegar could be making it irritant. So just be careful with that. Kind of got to listen to your body
and
there.
And also, no, you don't have to drink it every day. So
I got a cheat sheet because we're trying to make this video answer all the questions that everybody has about primer, because we have lots of people that love it and they're drinking it. Some people make it, some people buy it. And of course, it's time for us to make it. So we're ready. So we're going to go through and show you how to make it. We're going to tell you how much of each ingredient goes in there. And at the end, I'll try to hold the recipe up at the end.
Okay.
So we start out with the lemons. Bring them home and we wash them. I wash them in vinegar. Then we take and we cut the lemons up. I cut them up where 6 slices equals 1 lemon. So these are already frozen, so we just put them in this bowl, and then we freeze them. Then we go ahead and put everything else in the blender first because it makes it a little bit smoother. If you started out first, we'd have chunky primer.
Yeah.
Now we have not so chunky primer. So we're going to kind of go backwards on the ingredients. That thing's hooked in there, right? Okay. One of the best things is
The apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar. Now, when you mix apple cider vinegar with lemons, it cleans your lymphatic system, and it's so funny because the bungee does that as well.
That's right.
And fasting. That's nuts. So, anyways, apple cider vinegar does so much for you. Want to talk a little bit about apple cider vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar, I mean, it's a huge thing. I mean, people are crazy about apple cider vinegar and all its benefits of health. Fat burning, insulin stabilization. There's so many things, immune boost. There's so many great things about apple cider vinegar. I could just go on and on about it. And the great thing is we have a list of all the things and the benefits it does for you. But that's just a few things that apple cider vinegar does for you right there.
Water is only, there's an only purpose for this is to help it freeze better because it's chunky if you don't put the water in it to help it. If you're not going to freeze it, you don't even got to add the water.
Try to make sure it's spring water too, or bottled water, or alkaline water.
Okay, I got those backwards. Okay, so next we're going to go with our spices. Say it. I suck at saying it.
Turmeric.
There we go.
I guess I said it right. I'm not sure.
Wrong side. We put, now this is for 1 lemon. Now we make
Golden
more than this
power.
at a time. So this is per lemon. And of course, if you're in pain or you have inflammation, you know, you can add more to this. If you want extra turmeric, you can put extra turmeric in there. Let me tell you a few other things it does. It burns carbs, lowers your blood sugar, increases your energy level. It's an anti-inflammatory. It relieves headaches, a decongestant, and it speeds your wound healing. So if you get cut or something like that, it's going to help with that.
Crazy.
So I'm going to let you talk about the cinnamon while I add it, if that's all right.
You know, the cinnamon, when I first started out, I didn't, you know, I kind of put the cinnamon to kind of offset. I had put cinnamon in coffee for a long time. So I just put the cinnamon in there to kind of offset the taste.
Just tell the truth. I'm not a morning person, and you know it helps mood. And so you put it, snuck it in my coffee.
It's a mood booster. That's great. It's an insulin stabler, but the great thing about it, it's a mood booster. So if hormonal balance, it helps with hormonal balance. So if you're being hormonal in the morning, or if you're in a bad mood, cinnamon's a great way to take care of that.
If you wasn't so
A little
cute
extra
right now.
cinnamon.
Well, it also helps with brain function, and it helps cure candida. It fights allergies. It lowers your blood sugar level.
That's real quick, stop on that, because there's now 3 ingredients that lower blood sugar and stabilize the insulin. So that's a fantastic thing. Guess what? Fasting does that too. How many of us have high insulin levels and stuff in the first thing in the morning? So it helps get everything stabilized there.
It fights infections and viruses. It fights yeast infection. Ladies, if you have yeast infections, this is a good way to do it.
Builds your
Prevents
immune
IBS.
system.
Treats sore throat, and cough.
Yeah.
I'm reading it like I've never read it before in my life. Oh, we already talked about balance and hormones. But there was one other thing. Oh yeah, like if you have like the IBS, diarrhea, constipation, either of those, it helps with those. Okay, we're moving on to ginger. Go ahead and start talking about the ginger.
I started with ginger because
and all these are 1/4 of a teaspoon.
I knew ginger, I was having a lot of morning sickness in the morning. That sounds funny. I had morning sickness. I had morning sickness in the morning from the fasting. Like I said, I had a lot of stomach issues. So I was nauseous. That's the reason why I had ginger. Ginger's always been great for nausea. But it has a whole other fantastic, helps with digestion, helps with the fight of the common cold and the flu, lowers your blood sugar. There is yet again another blood sugar reducer.
Lowers your cholesterol. How about that?
Yeah.
That is so cool. And it fights infections. But the reason we started using it is because we heard that it helps with nausea. So we did it for that. All right, we're going to go back a page because now we are moving on to the... Oh, where did it go? I'm sure you already know this by heart. Yep, you already know that by heart, so you can just talk about that.
The black pepper is fantastic for...
This was the only thing I come up with.
Nutrient absorbance. Which was fantastic that Wendy came up with that, because it takes all of this that you've got in here, all this great nutrients, and it helps you absorb all of it into your body. And great for toothache, great for...
1-8. Oh yeah, toothache. It helps with toothaches.
Yes.
I couldn't believe that.
And it actually, whatever infection or anything you got going on, it actually makes it attract to that area and help fight that.
Y'all, this is magic. And this is crazy, but sometimes
I love this stuff.
if you have a sore throat, you can just double this.
This is a big game changer.
Actually, I do. I'm going to go ahead and double this because I have been doubling this because, you know, of all the sickness going around. So I have been trying to double up on because, you know, there was flu started out early this year. So when I had people buy it, I went ahead and doubled that. So that way, this fights infection. Go ahead and talk about the
I'm
pepper.
definitely going to talk about this one. I have
And
got through so many colds or allergy mornings or feeling flu-like, anything with cayenne pepper, especially throat issues, get up, feel congested, having those kind of issues, sock the cayenne pepper to it. This is the most important ingredient, I think, in the whole thing, because cayenne pepper actually goes to the area. When you feel the burning happening, then it means that white blood cells are going to attract to that area to kill infection and start fighting for you. So that alone is a game changer in itself. But guess what it is too, especially before you do your workout, and if you're doing a fasted workout, it is a natural thermogenic, like a massive fat burning. It heats the body up. It's hot to the tongue, it's hot to the body.
Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna take and blend this up. Hold the top, and no. Let's just mix. Let's just mix it, and then we're gonna put the lemon in, and then you're gonna get to hear about all the amazing things. Lemon is the magic. It's just the magic. Is it fruit? It's fruit. Magic fruit.
Yeah, it is. Lemon's good, but I have cayenne pepper. I like it.
Okay, here we go. We're just gonna chop it up so it's not clumped together. That don't have to really be held until it gets, because these are frozen, so it's a little hard. Some of you may have one of those awesome Vitamixes, which would be fantastic. All right, 6 pieces equal a whole entire lemon, so I'm gonna put in 2. Let's do 3. That way we only have to do it twice, and you only have to listen. But hang on, before you do this, let that soak in there a second. Lemons. Now, you say we put the whole lemon in there. The pill alone contains omega-3, omega-6s that the lemon juice doesn't have. It helps rid your body of toxins. It fights against internal parasites and worms. It's antimicrobial against bacterial infection and fungi. It's an inflammatory. It cuts mucus, so if you're decongested and you want to get that stuff out, you can take, and it'll help you cough that stuff out. It helps detox your liver, cleans your kidney and your bloods, and your blood, not your bloods, your blood. It relieves and prevents bloating and gas. It has a great portion of vitamin C. It has minerals that your body needs. It alkalizes your body.
That's big.
It's going to assist you with elimination of diarrhea or constipation. It helps with your skin. It helps your liver to reduce bile and aid in digestion of fats. So, helps you get that stuff on out. It helps with sore throat, reduces bad breath, and it reduces body over time, which if you fast, you're going to want to have that because you want it to get that out of there. It also creates white blood cells. It works as an antidepressant and combats nervous and stress disorders. It sounds like I need some right now. Let me lick on a lemon because I can't spit it out, Granny. Okay. Now, it also helps prevent future diseases such as cancer and flu and anything that's going around. And they are actually looking at lemons as a potential cancer cell inhibitor to see, like they're studying that right now just because the lemon is so fantastic.
That's huge. That's huge because that is, I think, the cayenne pepper is fantastic. But the lemon is great for those who are intermittent fasting and you want to get fat going along its way. Sends it on the fat bus and hits
So if we had to pick 2 ingredients, we'd pick the lemons
and the
cayenne pepper, and apple cider vinegar, and you'd sneak cinnamon in mine. Okay, let's blend this up. You hold. You ready? You say we already used primer. We have ice cube trays. We make a lot of primer. So we only use these for primer, and they have their own freezer they go in. Nothing else. I do this. So I hope we've answered every question we can think of about the primer. If you have any more, put them in the comments and we'll try to answer. But we froze them in here. We're going to take, and I'm going to put them out on this is a cutting board. That way I don't have to touch them. Now we also have some that we do individually that we wrap individually. But this is for people who want like monthly, or if you want to make a whole bunch. Then I'll just take it, dump it in there. He's got a cup of hot water. I'm gonna take 1 cube. Now they're different sizes. A lot of people say, oh, they're different. Nope, they're the same. They're just different shapes. Take 1 tablespoon, put it in hot water, let it melt. Enjoy. For more videos like this,
Enjoy it.
please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.